Most drivers never realize they are using only 50% of their car's real capabilities. Smarter owners discover hidden features that can change daily life. From the hidden mechanical key that gets you back in when technology fails, to simple tricks that cut glare and beat summer heat, missing these secrets costs time, safety, and comfort. So why do manuals keep them buried? And what vital features are you still overlooking right now? Ever been stranded in a parking lot, bags in hand, only to realize your key fob is dead and the doors are locked? It happens more often than you'd think. Here is what most drivers miss. Nearly every modern fob hides a backup plan. Flip your fob over and look for a tiny latch or slider, sometimes almost invisible. Slide it, and you will feel a metal blade click free. That is your emergency key. On many cars, the actual keyhole is not obvious either. Check under the driver door handle for a plastic cap, usually with a small notch. Pop it off, and you will find the old-school lock cylinder. Insert the hidden key, turn, and you are back inside in seconds. It is a trick roadside techs use all the time, but most owners do not realize they have had a backup right in their pocket. Now imagine you are finally on the road, but the late afternoon sun is beating in from the side window, right where your sun visor leaves that annoying gap. There is a fix for that too, and it is built in. On many cars, the entire sun visor slides along its rod. Pull it gently toward the window, and it will cover that exposed slice next to the B pillar. Some models add a hidden plastic panel that slides out even further, blocking the glare that standard visors miss. It is a simple move, but it can make a huge difference on long drives, cutting eye strain and helping you see your mirrors without squinting. These are not just convenience tricks. They are practical solutions car makers designed for real-world headaches. The hidden key means you are never truly locked out by a dead battery or bad luck. The sliding visor turns a daily annoyance into a non-issue. Both are proof that your car quietly comes prepared for problems you have not even thought of yet. So next time you are stuck outside or fighting the sun, remember, the answer might be right under your nose or tucked inside your fob. Picture yourself in a rental car, dashboard blinking, gas light on. You pull up to the pump and freeze. Was the filler on the left or the right? No need to guess. That tiny triangle next to the fuel pump icon on your gauge, the fuel arrow, points to the exact side your gas cap sits on. It is not a new trick. Manufacturers started adding this subtle arrow in the 1990s to save drivers time and embarrassment. Now, nearly every car built in the last 20 years has it. Once you spot it, you will never circle the pumps again. Hot summer day, parking lot shimmering, and your car feels like an oven before you even touch the handle. Here is a shortcut to cool things off. On many Honda, Ford, and Volkswagen models, just hold the unlock button on your key fob for 3 to 5 seconds. All the windows roll down at once, sometimes even the sunroof cracks open. That is called global open. It is a lifesaver for venting out heat before you climb inside. Check your owner's manual or settings menu. Sometimes this feature is off by default or needs to be enabled in the car's customization screen. If it does not work, do not sweat it. Some trims or regions skip it, but it is more common than most people realize. Night falls, headlights glare in your rear view, and suddenly you are squinting at every stoplight. There is a fix hiding in plain sight, the little tab under your rearview mirror. Flip it, and the mirror tilts to use a different angle of glass, cutting harsh glare without blocking your view. This prismatic trick has been standard for decades, but plenty of drivers never touch it. It is a simple move that makes night driving easier on your eyes and safer for everyone on the road. 3 quick habits. Glance for the fuel arrow. Vent your car with a long press on the key fob. Flip the mirror tab. These built-in hacks turn ordinary drives into smoother, more comfortable trips. These are the kinds of built-in hacks that make you wonder what else your car can do. Crack open your trunk and look up. There is a small handle, often glowing faint green or yellow in the dark. It is not just a quirky design choice. Since 2002, every new passenger car with a trunk sold in the United States has to include this feature by law. The rule is called FMVSS number 401, and it came after a wave of tragic accidents and crime stories in the 1990s. Before this handle, getting locked in a trunk could be deadly, especially for children playing hide and seek or victims of carjacking. Now, one pull on that handle releases the latch. No power or key needed. The handle is always within reach, sized for both small hands and adults, and it glows so you can spot it in total darkness. In real emergencies, people have used it to escape from kidnappers or from sweltering heat. Safety groups and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration still urge parents to show kids where it is, just in case. It is one of those rare features you hope you will never need, but if you do, it can mean the difference between panic and freedom. Switching gears to something less dramatic but quietly brilliant, there is another hidden upgrade buried in your car's audio menu. As you speed up, road and wind noise climb, making your playlist fade into the background. That is where speed-sensitive volume comes in. Look for settings called Speed Volume, SSV, or sometimes Gala if you drive a German car. When enabled, your stereo automatically nudges the volume up as you accelerate and eases it back down when you slow. No more fiddling with the knob every time you hit the highway or crawl through traffic. It is a small tweak, but it keeps your music and podcasts at just the right level, mile after mile. Once you set it, you will wonder how you ever drove without it. Two features, one designed to save your life, the other to save your sanity. Both hiding in plain sight, waiting for the moment you need them most. Wiper blades, often overlooked, hide a maintenance step that can prevent costly repairs. Modern vehicles tuck the wiper arms beneath the hood edge for a streamlined look, but this design makes blade changes tricky. Forcing the arms up by hand risks bending the linkage or chipping the paint, which leads to frequent, expensive fixes. Manufacturers address this by adding a service position, a mode that lifts the wipers to a vertical, accessible spot. The process varies. Sometimes it is a quick flick of the stalk after turning off the ignition. Other times, it is buried in a settings menu. The key is to follow the official sequence, not brute force. Always check the manual, use the right steps, and return the wipers to their resting place before driving. This habit protects both the windshield and the mechanism, especially in winter when ice and snow test every joint and spring. Hidden storage is another quiet upgrade. Car makers determined to use every inch have built secret compartments into SUVs and minivans. The Dodge Journey hides a plastic bin under the rear seat. Just lift the cushion to reveal space for tools, jumper cables, or snacks. Chrysler Pacifica has underfloor bins that swallow muddy shoes or cleaning supplies with room to spare. These compartments are not vaults. If someone knows the model, they will check these spots. But for everyday use, they keep valuables out of sight and clutter off the seats. Owners who discover these bins years after purchase often describe the moment as finding a hidden bonus, a small thrill in the routine of ownership. Walk away. Auto lock adds a final layer of passive security. On many late-model vehicles, smart keys create a bubble, usually 2 to 5 feet around the car. Step away, and after a short delay, the doors lock automatically, sometimes with a beep or a flash. The system is not foolproof. If the fob stays nearby, for example, just inside a garage, the car may remain unlocked. And if a door is not fully closed, auto lock will not engage. Checking for confirmation signals and double-checking when unsure turns this feature into a reliable habit, sparing the worry of an unlocked car. Every year, car makers add more hidden functions, yet most go unused, buried behind screens or fine print. Knowing your car's secrets isn't just clever, it's practical safety. As vehicles get smarter, the real advantage goes to those who read between the lines. What hidden feature surprised you most?